I feel like the crop changed since we last did this. I will fix it on the fly, though. But I'm going to send Millie over now.
Alright, hey everyone, I'm Millie. Got for you the second best game starring a basketball player that isn't a sports game. The first one, of course, goes to Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. But this is Shaq Fu. I'm going to be running the easy percent category. A few orders of business for this. Easy mode, game speed has to be set to fast. Audio is turned off, and the reason for that is it actually makes it lag a little bit less. So I'm going to go ahead and I will start the story mode. So time is going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So you're going to see some pretty creative enemies here, such as Cat Lady. And I don't remember the full story of this game because, honestly, who cares your story in a game, especially a Mortal Kombat style beat 'em up starring Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. So my controls aren't working, right? That's not good. And my time is super slow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to fix something here quickly. I apologize. Okay, that should be better.
Yeah, it'd be appreciated. I'll reset.
Yeah, it'd be appreciated. I'll reset.
Just resetting the timer, guys.
Alright, thank you very much. I gotta fix that, because I plinked a couple things. You do get to hear the lovely intro, though. I have no clue why they would put those Kung Fu sounds there, but they do, and they're lovely. Okay. I need to set the timer to off. And the music to off. Okay. Take 2. Sorry for that. 3, 2, 1, go. So, like I said, the story in this game is that these people in the second world kidnap a boy named Nuzu with the idea, I believe, of resurrecting a dead pharaoh named Setra. And Shaq has to go into the second world to save him. So there's not a whole lot of spicy tech in this game. The whole run, as you'll see here, is Shaquille O'Neal lobbing what are called Shaq-Rikens. So cleverly named. And basically the only things that can really screw you up is the game lagging a little too much for the Shaq-Rikens to hit you, or the enemies shielding. So they make quite quick work of your enemies here, and the advantage of them is they can span across the screen. But that's the first fight down. And there are a total of 6 bosses. That was Cat Lady. The next one is Prince of Persia Reject. Prince of Persia Reject is interesting because he almost always starts with a quick ranged attack. So if you can manage it, you do have a block attack you can do to avoid it, but I just like to eat it anyway. And then it's just resume your Shaq-Rikens. And then you make quick work of Prince of Persia reject. And there he is. So we got to do one more fight with him. One thing I actually learned just recently, and actually only put into practice today, is when playing on emulator, it's actually the preferred method to use keyboard. Because the controls in this are very touchy. If you plink up or down at all when doing this move, it will cancel your action. So, I'm actually playing on emulator using keyboard. And just putting that into motion actually saved me about 2 minutes today. I actually, in a practice run earlier, PB'd by about 2 minutes and 20 odd seconds. So, this guy is a green not goblin who has moves very akin to Raiden from Mortal Kombat, in that he uses a lot of lightning based attacks like that, and he sucks because he can stun you with them. So, he almost got me there because of the stun, but I think I've recovered fine. Yeah, there we go. So that was a little scary there for a second. But, you know, wearing a black hood, green, shooting lightning, or doing other magical things, I can't think of any other, you know, hooded green characters that do things like that. You know, maybe made by George Lucas, voiced by Frank Oz. Alright, so halfway through. So the next boss here is Purple-Haired Voodoo Lady. I'm sure these people all do have creative actual names, but she's Purple-Haired Voodoo Lady. She is the first real hurdle in this, in that she has an attack that doesn't matter where she is on the screen, she can just decide at any whim to hit you. And you need to slow down when you do the Shakrikens in this one, because if you do them too fast, she'll actually dodge them. Because the game can't actually process them that fast. So there's the attack that I was talking about. There we go. Down once. Yeah, so the game can't actually process two Shakrikens on the screen at once very well. So if you're too fast, she'll actually clip through. They'll actually clip through her, and she won't take damage from them. Usually, to fix that, you have to take a step to the right. See, like that? See how they've clipped through her there? Alright, she's down. And we move on to Cinder from Killer Instinct ripoff, or I believe he's called Beast. But he's Cinder from Killer Instinct, let's be fair. He looks a little bit more fleshy there, but his actual in-game sprite is very, very lava-y. Alright. It's not a whole lot to say about much of these fights. They're pretty straightforward. He does do a lot of damage if he does hit you, but he's also slow, so as soon as you get a little bit of distance between you and him, he's not really a big threat. Other than that, like the rest of the characters, he's a little on the non-intelligent AI side, in that he just lets you pummel him. Alright, and he's down. And now we're on to the final boss. And what more fitting than to go to a gigantic pyramid? So this boss has killed more runs for me than anything else. He has a tendency to jump over you, and he's the only character that does a mid-air attack that has a huge range that will hurt you. And he does a lot of damage. Yeah, that attack there. See, that's what I mean. He can very quickly take you down. But it's okay. I apologize for the quietness. I was focusing a little bit there. Like I said, he can be a little bit of trouble, and like I said, he's the last hurdle of the run, so I might be a little quiet here for the focusing. It's very good to get into a rhythm with the Shaq-rikins. Time. Alright, so that was Shaq Fu easy percent. Currently, I don't believe there's any time for hard percent. I think medium has a couple times. But it is incredibly hard. The difficulty ramps up pretty much from 0, which I more or less just showed you, to 100 very quick. What was my time, out of curiosity, because I don't have it pulled up in front of me?
So that is 5 seconds. Awesome.
8 minutes 40 seconds. Awesome. So that is 5 seconds. Awesome. So that's 5 seconds off my PB. Pushing for 8 or sub 8 here soon. But that was Shaq Fu, everyone. It's a nice, small, simple run. I encourage everyone who sees this game to at least play it once, just for the great lulz it brings. Like I said, second best game starring a basketball player that isn't a sports game. And as far as the whole event, I want to thank our High Spirits for organizing all of this. RPGchick is a great friend of mine as well, and I'm happy that I could put this run to help drum up some support for her, and it's been amazing that we've been able to crush the first goal, and I know we'll do the next one. So have a great night, and thank you very much for letting me showcase this.
Thank you very much, Millie.